Hi, my name is Ralph Biedert, and I would like to show you how you can write eye tracking applications quickly and easily. The first thing you have to do, just go to our homepage, download the library, and if you haven't done so already, just download processing. In our case, we will use macOS. When you've done so, you should have the processing application and the plugin. And the first thing you have to do is you have to install the plugin into processing. This depends a bit on the platform you're using. On macOS, you have to open the icon by a right click, go to the libraries folder. This is the same for every platform. And just drop the eye tracking folder, the plugin, into the libraries directory. So basically you're done. The next thing you have to do, start the tracking server. The tracking server provides us with input. If you have a tracking device, you have to configure it first in this file. In Windows, you can start it with an X. In here, we just start the jar, which gives us eye tracking or mouse emulation if you don't have an eye tracker device. The next thing we do is we just open an existing application. It should give you a pretty easy start, and you don't have to think of any fancy ideas before you really get something running. In our case, we're using the Spot application, and the first thing we add an eye tracker import. We declare the eye tracking device, and finally we open the device. These 3 lines you've just seen are in the README. You just copy them from the README file and you should be good to go. So we're almost done. The next thing, we have to replace the mouse input with the eye tracking input. In our case, we are using the raw input data, which is device eyes raw X and raw Y. And as this example is using the last mouse position, we emulate that by saving the last eye tracker input to 2 variables, which is PX and PY. It's done like this, and we declare the variables again, and basically we are done. This is a complete eye tracking application now, and we've written that in less than, well, 1 or 2 minutes. And we save it and then test it locally first before we try it on a real eye tracker. Here in macOS we don't have any eye tracker installed, so we just have a dry run using the simulator, which simulates eye tracking events using the current mouse position. It does so by adding some noise relative to the current position, and it feels a bit the same than you would have an input using an eye tracking device, which also has measurement inaccuracies, for example. So next, we export the Windows, macOS, and Linux version, which are now standalone applications, as you can see in here. We go to the macOS application, start it again, and basically it looks and feels the same. So it was really easy up to now, but trying it on an eye tracker is equally easy. We go to Windows, see our tracking input right here. These are my eyes, and the tracking input, it's a bit sluggish because it's in a virtual machine and I'm recording a screencast. Anyway, here's the Windows application we just exported. We open it. It will use eye tracker input as soon as it finds the device. Just give it 1 second. Here we go. The mouse is not moving anymore. I'm just using my eyes as an input. The application draws little circles where I'm looking at. Well, I guess it's not the most complex application you've ever seen, but it should have given you an impression how easy it can be to use gaze data for your app. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you have further questions, drop me a mail. And if you created something cool, send us screenshots. We would really like to see what you've done. So thanks and bye.